Happy Saturday out there. It is another elite year for the Tennessee basketball team, third straight Elite Eight. It's an elite weekend for this team with a chance. Can the third time be the charm in this team getting to their first ever Final Four? This is Frank House Farns. Good to be back with you. Hit the like, hit the share, hit that subscribe button along the way. Plan is tomorrow after the Tennessee-Michigan game, we'll be live on that one. And we'll see on baseball the rest of the weekend with it as well. I'll definitely do a series recap tomorrow at worst on it. If I can fit in some live, I can. Just been extremely busy right now. And so that's, kind of a reason for the lack of content right now. But let's get into this thing. Here's what. This team last night dominated Iowa State. That's just the bottom line. They totally dominated them last night moving in. I mean, I would venture to say it was out of the three games last night, it was the biggest, the most dominant game of them. Obviously not of the Sweet 16 because Arizona beat Arkansas pretty good, but this one was good, man. And I mean, you look at it last night. Let's pull up some stats. I want to hit on some of those and just hit on some comments from Rick Barnes and some of these guys as well. Lots of guys contributed to this last night. And, Tennessee, it's a game you look here at the scoring on it on the night. Let me find my column. Ament 18, Estrella 6, Okpara 12, Gillespie 16, Boswell 4, Carey 11, Evans 3, Berg 2, Brown 4 on the night. And, the big thing is you look at with Iowa State, their main guy, Milan, 6 points last night, held him to 2 out of 9, and he's considered one of the best shooters in the whole country. But they shut him down last night. Now, obviously, Iowa State was missing one of their top players. Definitely didn't help them any, no doubt about that. But here's what you look at here where Tennessee dominated this game. Right here it is, rebounds. 43-22. That, folks, is absolute domination right there. Total domination last night. And this is a night, too, where Tennessee was, field goal percentage for the game, right over 50%, 31.8% three-point, 60% at the free throw line. That's not going to beat Michigan right there. I will put that out there right now. But the way they rebounded is pretty crazy what they did. They held Iowa State for the game, 38.9 field goal, 21.7, and then Iowa State shot 60% from the free throw line on it. That is elite defense that this team played last night. And you just look at, again, the guys that stepped up on this team. I mean, it was good nights for Gillespie and Ament on this, 18 and 16 respectively on it. But you had other guys. What Felix Okpara has been doing here recently is just big time. And, in January, I had a big, I don't know, for lack of a term, would you call it a meltdown on here? I wouldn't say a meltdown, but I was not feeling it with this team at the time. Here's the thing. I went back to the beginning of the season, and I said I like the build of this team. January, I was like, I was totally wrong on this. But now, Rick Barnes said it after they blew the second Kentucky game that this team had not peaked yet. And they're playing their best basketball of the season right now. Some of you guys told me in January too. Some of us freaked out over it. Some of you told me, said the season's not over in January. And you were exactly right on that. Because at that point in time, Ament wasn't playing well. It just, you didn't know who would show up night. It was Gillespie pretty much was showing up night to night on it. Some bad turnovers then, but since then, man, it's just, I read comments, especially at the end of the season when this team lost games. And at that point, I was like, let's see how it goes on this. Selection Sunday, we looked at it, and I told you guys on it, you can go back and watch it. I'll link it at the end on it. I said, I like this draw for this team. This is the perfect draw for us to get to the Elite Eight. Now, do you get past that? I don't know. It worked out being a 6 rather than a 5. Because I think even though Florida's out, I'm pretty shocked still that Florida went out on it. It's going to be a tall task to beat Michigan. Let's make no mistake about it. They've been consistently up at the top all year long on it. I wish Tennessee would have gotten them in Vegas back earlier in the year. I think it's when they lost to, was it Kansas? They lost. I can't remember. No. I'm wrong on that one. That was that funky, the way they seeded them for the championship. That's what it was. Tennessee got Kansas instead of Michigan due to the rankings and stuff. I'd have to go back and look at that. I remember complaining about it. But, we'll see. Michigan, I think I saw, is number 1 defensively, 7th offensively. Tall task. They can do it inside. They can do it outside as well. This team will have to bring it, but it's the third time the charm with this team. And the way they're playing, Rick Barnes, some stuff he talked about on this, talked about now you've got 9 guys that are legitimately contributing. That doesn't mean they're all lighting up 10, 15, 20 points a game. That means when these guys are coming in, though, they are contributing. I mean, you look at it again, Ament, 18. If I'm not mistaken, maybe a little slow going, but solid game for him last night. Estrella had a bit of an off game last night with 6 points, 4 boards, but Jalen Carey picked up the slack there with a double-double of his own and 4 assists on the night. If there's one thing, it's Gillespie with 5 turnovers. That's got to be better on it. 17 turnovers again against Michigan. You're going to the house with that. I don't think there's any doubt about it. You've got to cut down the turnovers. You've got to up that free throw percentage against Michigan to have a chance to beat them on it. But, again, just guys stepping up. What Felix Okpara, again, what he's been doing. I know some of us was questioning him at one point. He's turned it on here at the end of the year, and he is a block machine right now. I mean, if you go down that lane, you're getting swatted, or at least you're getting fouled on it. It's pretty crazy some of the blocks he's had in this tournament. Had another one last night on Iowa State that was pretty sick. But just that, him being a lob threat around the rim, he is your true rim protector. And, Barnes did talk about, he said, last year we had no post presence. And you think back, it was Okpara, but now, how much better is Okpara this year when we really look at it? You had Cade Phillips last year, not much of a scoring threat. Good athlete. He could play defense. He could rebound some, but they didn't really have that presence. Now, obviously it hurt losing Cade Phillips this year. You would have liked to have still had him, but with the way Okpara's playing, Estrella's been really good. Off night last night, but he's been, really good. Jalen Carey stepped up. I like Jalen Carey. I've liked that pickup from day one. Jalen Carey even said it in the press conference last night. He said it's been an up and down. But Barnes said too, he said, I've been harder on Jalen Carey than anyone. He said, and there's days, and this is pretty close to the quote, said he looked at me like I'm crazy, but he said he never said a word. He just kept working. And it paid off last night with a big night for Carey doing big things. I mean, you look at it when Dwayne Brown comes in. I feel like he had 8 minutes last night, a little lesser minutes against Virginia. But his minutes, man, are just – I feel like they've been really good minutes throughout this tournament so far. The post guys are really stepping up. And then you look at a couple guys too. Ethan Berg was out of this rotation. There was a point I think a lot of us were saying it's time for him to move on or whatever. But Ethan Berg, man, give him credit. He's like Jalen Carey. He didn't complain. He didn't pout. He went to work. And he's been giving them some really good minutes. It started toward the end of the regular season, and it's carried over here in the tournament. I mean, he played 20 last night, 2 points, but, I mean, he was +7 during that time. 2 assists, 1 turnover on the night, 2 points, couple rebounds, did have 4 fouls on it. But just big minutes for him. Amari Evans as well, a big 3-pointer that he hit on that. 4 rebounds for him. +6. Every guy in the lineup last night was at least +1 on the night. That's pretty dang good right there. Dwayne Brown was +1. He was the lowest. Ament +10. Estrella +8. Okpara 9. Gillespie 12. Boswell 11. And we'll talk about Boswell in a minute as well. Carey and Evans 6, Berg +7. All those were pluses along the way. And Bishop Boswell, man, 17 assists to 1 turnover. The last 2 games against Virginia and Iowa State, best 2 teams they've played in this tournament. Everybody's bringing it right now. 1 through 9, when these guys are getting their minutes, they're taking advantage of them. Hats off to Rick Barnes. Hats off on this staff. I know it gets frustrating at times. Myself, I got frustrated. Some of the fans got frustrated. But again, we always have to remember, and it's like some of you told me in January. It's January. It's not March yet. I'll get worried about it in March, is what some of you said. Here we are. 3rd straight Elite 8. I think it's, 2 o'clock? 2:15 tomorrow, I think I saw on this. 2:15 Eastern time. I am not sure on the TV for it yet. I will find that later on with it as well. But 3rd straight Elite 8. And like Barnes said too, 11 new guys this year. This one was different. This one was different than the past couple because you had that core group with it. And let's be honest about it. This really should have been their 4th straight Elite 8. Because that year they lost to FAU was just, that was a rough one. But neither here nor there. This team's got a chance to make program history tomorrow. It's a tall task. But I don't know. Something feels right now, the way this team is playing with it, because I thought they beat Virginia. I didn't think the score was indicative of how they beat Virginia. They drilled Iowa State last night, too. This team's playing its best basketball. Michigan's playing great basketball. They have all year long. But we'll see tomorrow. 2:15, United Center, the house that Michael Jordan built. Let's go. This is Frank, House of Orange. Enjoy his Saturday, and I'll see you when I see you.